Superman issue 24. Okay. This was pretty good. I liked it. I liked it more because of the bonkers ending, which I thought was a lot of fun. We're going to look at it, of course, using my space system. Yeah, let me remove my overlay, make it a little bit easier so you guys to be able to see this. But war on two fronts. I'm going to give the storyline 1 point. I actually like the story. It's all about Supercore and how Mercy's been running it, and obviously it's going to be used for bad, and something's up with her. Like, we know this already. Luthor lost his memory, but it's coming back. It's all sort of standard stuff. I was about to give it a 1.5 because I do like it. My issues with this one is that even though I do like Lois Lane, and I don't mind that she has the powers, knowing, of course, that eventually she'll just lose the powers and it'll go back to being normal, I felt that the story focused a bit too much on her being a Superman comic. I think if you're going to do stuff like this, it's better to do it in Action Comics, because Action Comics is just your standard title, which usually involves Superman, right? But through the history of Action Comics, it's not always just been Superman. It's been other characters. Sometimes there's backup stories. The first bunch of Action Comics for a few years was just random stories, a whole bunch, and Superman just happened to be one of them. He wasn't even on the cover of all of them. So when you're getting a Superman comic, I feel it should be mostly just his stuff, just like Batman. Again, it's like if you buy Batman, it shouldn't be about Batgirl as much, right? But anyways, I still like the story here. You've got Mercy and Lex smooching. They're like, hey, what's going on here? So that's kind of neat. And yeah, there's something fishy. They've been building this for a while now, right? I'll give the pacing of this particular comic a 1.5. You do get story here, and then the Kuns have been attacking Markovia, and it's just so funny that if every Monday I've been doing a Legion live stream, Legion of Superheroes, and the Kuns are very involved in that, especially recently. And also I happen to be doing Batman and the Outsiders every Friday. Now that just concluded just this past Friday, but that involved Markovia a lot with Geoforce. So pretty fun that this is fits right in with sort of my latest video releases. Pretty good art. I'm going to give it a 1.5. I like the art here. Mr. Terrific has gathered a few people together. Lois has requested to go on this mission to kind of test her mettle here. Teams up with the Creeper. Interesting team up. And there's a funny line where Creeper says, I bet we're not the weirdest team up in this issue. So decent action fighting the Kuns. Go back to Superman at Supercore. I wish there would. I can't give the pacing a full 2 marks because I wish there was a bit more fighting, and the art is good. It's not the greatest thing ever, but I still like the art. So there you go, 1.5 for that. The characters, I like Mercy. Well, Superman, he's my favorite, so that's easy. I actually don't mind Lois in this. This new role of having the powers and all that. It's kind of neat. Comics change things up, so I'm not really too nervous about that. Mercy's okay. Lex is okay. I'll give it 1.5. It's I'm not, I do really like the characters, but it's not like I'm like, oh my God, I need Mercy to have her own comic. I want to see a Lex comic. It's not like that. I'm like, yeah, these are all good characters. They're fun. But it's still Superman is the best, and I'm not really dying. Like if Mercy just gets defeated and then that's the end, I'm like, well, then she gets defeated. It's not like I'm like, oh, she was cool. I'm not. It's not like that, right? Enjoyment factor. I'll give it a 1.5. I like this one. The ending is bonkers. It's been a week. I don't know. Should I spoil the ending for you? Something happens with Mercy. She has an upgrade. There's a clone involved. That stuff actually brought the story higher. So I was toying between giving it a 1 point or a 1.5. Regardless, this comic is getting a 7 out of 10, 1.5 enjoyment factor. So 7.7 out of 10. you could give it a 7.5 out of 10, and that's your sort of standard. Basically, like 7 is like, yeah, that was pretty good, like that kind of a thing. It's a bit, I hate giving 7s because it always feels like it's like, yeah, that was okay. It's not bad, not great, but that's where I am with this one. So I'm not afraid to give a 10 out of 10, and you guys have seen that. I'm not afraid to give 10 out of 10 if I need to give a 10 out of 10. And if I need to give a 1 or 2 out of 10, you can see my Daredevil Born Again reviews and for some of those low scores. But this one was pretty good. Yeah, I liked the ending. Is it a gimmick? Of course it's a gimmick. And you're like, well, I got to read Superman issue 25 because what the heck is going on? So those are my thoughts on the Superman comic. I know I'm a little late on this one, but that's okay. Lots going on. Guys, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, hit the notification bell, all that stuff. Like the video. And thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you next one.
Hey friends, you've just been listening to J-Man, and he is the smartest person who ever lived. So make sure you like and subscribe.